you slacking off again? Why aren't you at the front like you're supposed to be? If you don't come back down here in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to start docking your pay. I just went upstairs to one of the rooms that had an emergency. One of the guests put the heat on in their room and it suddenly shot up to 85 degrees. He said he didn't touch anything and no matter what he did, he couldn't get it back down. He called the front desk for help, so I went up there to take a look. When I walked into the room, it felt like I was in the middle of the desert. And what did you do to solve the issue? I had to reset the thermostat and then it went back to the normal default temperature of the room. Maybe we should call in a professional to get it looked at? If that happens again, then our heating bills for the month will be really high. Especially if the guy leaves the room while the heat is still on. Call in a professional? Do you think I'd waste the hotel's money on something so stupid? We have you! And you just said yourself that you fixed it, so there's no need to do anything else. I mean, I did fix it, but who knows if it was just a one-time issue or not. It could happen again. Make sure you adjust the charge to the guest's room for the incident. Okay, will do. I already apologized and I'll go ahead and give him a discount for the trouble. Who said anything about a discount? He cranked up the heat and our bill is going to be higher because of him. Don't give him a discount. Charge him more for the heat he wasted. But it wasn't his fault. He tried to turn it off, but nothing was working. That's why he called me as soon as he realized he couldn't fix it himself. I don't think there's anything else he could have done. Charging him isn't the right thing to do here. If he was cold, why didn't he just ask for more blankets? Turning up the heat is such a waste of money. I'll speak with Jenny to see if we can just shut off the heat altogether and give people an extra towel or a blanket they can wrap themselves in. Heather, that's crazy. We can't purposely shut off the heat in the dead of winter just because you want to save some money. If you really want to cut costs, I'm sure there are plenty of other things we can do. Like telling Jenny to stop buying all those foreign movies on pay-per-view. Last month, it was over $300. Just to watch those weird black and white French movies. She's learning French! It's a necessary expense to help her in her journey to become bilingual. Telling her to stop is out of the question. Fine, whatever you say. I'll try and find some other way we can cut costs. By the way, did you pick up my dry cleaning for me? No. You never asked me to. Are you serious? I left you a note at the front desk. Do you have a problem with your eyes? You mean that Post-it note that just said PUDC? I had no idea what it meant, so I threw it out. Yeah, that one. PUDC obviously means pick up dry cleaning. I don't think it was that hard to understand. It was hard to understand, obviously. Why didn't you just write out the whole sentence? I'm busy. I don't have time to spell everything out for you. You should be able to know what I meant without telling you. Well, next time, please be more clear. If you really need me to do it, I can go out and get it later today. No, I want you to get it now! I have an important meeting tomorrow and I need my sexy dress to impress the client. It's a potential investor. There could be traffic and then by the time you get there, it could be closed. I need you to go right this minute to get it. Fine. I'll go right now. And one more thing. Looks like there's no more beer left in the back fridge. I need you to get some more while you're out getting my dry cleaning. What do you mean? There should be more than enough. I just ordered some the other day and I got more than we usually do. There's no way we're out. I don't remember any guests who ordered a lot. Did something happen? Yeah, something happened. I got thirsty. I drank most of it and gave some away to my friends. Need I remind you that what's in the hotel is mine? If I want to take something or use something, then there is no issue with doing it. Right. But the problem is that now we don't have any of it for the guests. That's money that we could be earning, but instead we're losing it. Which is why I told you to go buy some. What didn't you understand about that? We'll need a lot, so go to the beer distributor and just buy a whole crapload of stuff. All right. Where is the company card? What are you talking about? The company card is only for emergencies. Use your own money, then I'll pay you back. But you still haven't paid me back when I bought shampoo. I prefer not to use my own money to buy things for the hotel. Plus, you just used the company card to buy a tent and camping supplies. I don't think that constitutes as an emergency, let alone something for the hotel. It was an emergency because I wanted it. I don't need you to tell me how to run my business, thank you very much. Why are you being so stubborn? If you can't follow my orders, this is going to reflect poorly on your performance evaluation. You're asking me to use my own money to buy beer for the hotel because you drank everything I ordered. I don't think what I'm asking is unreasonable. I'll go and get more, but unfortunately using my own card is out of the question. Fine! Just take some cash from the deposit bag or something. I don't care how you get it, just to make sure you come back with beer later. Okay, fine.
Rebecca, you really need to work on buying me better snacks. Mom told me you were the one who bought the snacks for me. Did you get these because they were on sale? What were you thinking? Just because you have to work with my mom as your boss doesn't mean you should get out of touch with what young people eat.
You really didn't like it? I would have thought that you'd be more fond of it. It's just the peanut butter cups you can buy at the gas station. I thought you were a fan of those. I didn't have all the time in the world to be buying you better snacks either. I had to be quick before the front got busy.
But you could have done better than this, couldn't you have? This isn't sweet enough at all. I like candy that is really sweet. Not this peanut butter crap that doesn't taste good at all. Of course, I would have preferred you buy me a slice of cake and not just some gas station snacks.
I know it isn't much, but I have my hands tied. I was in a hurry and this was the best I could do.
Do you care about the customers more than me? Your boss's daughter? You must have all the free time you like. You'd have to be going so slow if you were in a hurry. Or did you choose this because you didn't want your shopping to interfere with your free time?
I'm not sitting around all day, Jenny. I have a lot of things I have to do.
All you have to do is sit at the front desk and twiddle your thumbs all day. It can't be that hard. It sounds like to me you have it pretty easy. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been sneaking out of work to slack off. I'm jealous, if I'm being honest. I wish I had the easiest job in the world. Some of us can't be as lucky as you know?
I'm glad to be working here, but it's not because my job is easy. I like helping out the customers.
I know wives that would kill to be in your shoes. That includes me, of course. I'm so busy being married. You don't know the struggles of being a married woman. You should have seen my husband the other day. He yelled at me to clean up the house, and it was pissing me off. I had enough of his attitude, so I thought I'd see how things are going here.
It sounds like things haven't been good between you and William lately.
It hasn't. He can be such a pain sometimes. I would totally take your job if I had the chance. I'd like to get a break from all that madness. What do you say? Do you want to be William's wife and I'll start working in your place?
It isn't easy for me either. There's a lot that goes with being someone who works for a hotel.
Come on, it can't be that hard. Have you seen what other people do to earn a living? Are you worried that I might take your job? I am pretty attractive, if I do say so myself.
It's not like that. It's just you should know that every job has its pros and cons.
I'd be worried if I was you. The more I hear about your job, the more I'm thinking of being a hotel manager myself.
Have you ever worked a job in customer service? There's a lot you need to be aware of. You have to make sure to always have a smile on your face and keep your customers happy. You can't know what it's like until you've tried working the job for a few weeks.
You say that, but I'm not convinced. Are you sure you're not lazy? And I've worked a part-time job when I was in high school at a fast food place. I know what it's like.
That's not the same. A part-time job is different from being a full-time manager at a hotel.
I'm sure it's the same. A job is a job. It can't be as unalike as you think it is. I bet Mom would give me a job if I asked her. She knows how good of a worker I am. I could be a better hotel manager than you in a matter of days if she hired me. The customers wouldn't be able to get enough of me.
Don't act like this is so easy when you haven't even tried working here yet. I've been working in the hotel industry for years now. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, really? Then it will only be more embarrassing when the customers like me more than you. Mom wants me to inherit the business when she retires. I might even be your boss someday. If you don't want to be kicked out of here, you'd better start working harder.
What a considerate warning. I'll keep your words in mind while I'm working. Thanks for the great advice. Heather, an invoice just came for $2,000. Do you have any idea what this is for? Oh, that must be for the game room. Game room? What are you talking about? We decided that we're going to convert one of the rooms into a game room that can be reserved for an extra fee. Jenny told me that old game systems are super popular these days. You know, those retro ones that look terrible, but people overlook it because it reminds them of their childhood. We bought a bunch of different systems and a whole ton of games, and we're gonna start advertising. Isn't that cool? Do you really think that's a good idea? You spent $2,000 just because Jenny thought it would be a good idea without any evidence it actually would be. What do you know? I bet you don't even play video games. No, I do play video games and actually like the old game systems. But did you know a lot of those old games can just be downloaded on your phone? There are also websites that host the games and you can play for free. And? What does that have to do with anything? What's your point? My point is that anyone who's into those retro video games would already know you don't really have to pay extra in order to play them. So why would they pay extra in a hotel to play them? Plus, it's not like the whole hotel is video game themed, which would actually be a good idea. We're just gonna have one random room that has a couple of video games? I'm not sure that was a wise use of money. Well, I'm the one running the show here, so whatever I say is what's going to happen. Plus, once people start staying in that special game room, we'll have the games paid off in no time. Yeah, but what if no one does? That kind of negative thinking is exactly what's holding you back from becoming successful. When you run a business like me, you can't ever think about failure. Success has to be the only option. Right, I get that. But I think it's still important to have a backup plan. Well, your thinking is wrong. Good thing I'm the one in charge, otherwise this place would be run into the ground. The new shipment of towels just came in. Hurry up and go get them off the truck. Yeah, sure thing. Jenny, are you serious?
What were you thinking? How is this my fault? This is all your fault.
How is this my fault? You were taking a nap in a room that was reserved. The customer opened the door and found you sleeping on their bed. What's wrong with you? Even if the room wasn't reserved, you can't just sleep in empty rooms like that. This isn't your house.
Why would you let them up if I was sleeping? This is on you just as much.
I had no idea you were in there. Plus, you can clearly see the reservation schedule at the front desk. That room was reserved 3 weeks ago. They came down absolutely furious and said they wanted their money back. I had to convince them to stay and gave them the suite room for the night. You should have been the one apologizing to them, not me.
Yeah, right. They should apologize to me for waking me up. I was having such a nice nap.
Jenny, this is crazy. Do not sleep in the empty rooms anymore. I can't believe I even have to tell you that.
Oh, is this your hotel? Did you suddenly become the manager? You didn't, right? Because the last time I checked, my mom was running shop around here. I don't think I need to take orders from you.
It's not even about taking orders. This is common sense. Would you want to sleep in a bed someone already took a nap in and didn't change the sheets for?
What do you mean? When I was done sleeping, I was totally going to make you come up and change the sheets for me.
Why would I do that? That's not my job.
What do you mean? You've already done it for me. I sleep in these rooms all the time. I just make up some excuse why the sheets need to be changed and you always come up and do it.
I can't believe this. Listen to me. This absolutely has to stop. I can't have this happen again. Plus, you're working! You shouldn't be sleeping on the job anyway!
I'll do what I want with my life. You better watch your tone or I'll tell my mom you did something to me and she'll fire you.
Honestly, at this point, that doesn't even sound so bad. Heather, we need to talk now. Where are you? I looked all over the hotel, but I can't find you. I looked outside and I couldn't find your car either. What do you want? I'm busy shopping for some more cigarettes. I almost ran out again thanks to you. I'm trying to relax right now. I don't feel like talking to you. So call me later. I don't want to talk when I'm smoking either. Then it's fine if I message you instead, right? It's urgent, so I need you to listen. There was supposed to be a whole supply of food for the customers that was kept in the back. But there are some items missing. And it's the start of the day. We have to get more before we run out of stock. Do you know what happened? We should have had enough for at least a few extra days. Oh, that's what this is about. I can explain that. I've been snacking on a few things when no one is around. I can't help it that I get hungry at work sometimes. I gave some to Jenny the other day when she came in too. That's where the supply went. You can't use the supply for yourself and your daughter. That food is for the customers. I had checked our inventory 3 days ago and we had plenty until the end of the week. Just where did all of that food go? Jenny must have taken some extra food for her friends. I've also been skipping lunch recently. You can't blame the boss for getting hungry when I'm always busy at work. It should have been placed somewhere else if that food wasn't okay to eat. It was too tempting. You should know that the food in the backroom fridge is not to be touched. You were the one who told me that. I'm in charge of ordering inventory too. I ordered enough for the customers to have. We don't have enough for you to eat whatever you feel like. Who cares? Just tell the customers that we ran out if they ask. You may be in charge of inventory, but I pay for the orders. It's my say what I do with the food. If it was that important, you should have left a note on the fridges or something. What do you think you're doing? Can't you buy your own food? Why do you have to take the food of your own customers? I'm the owner. I get to do what I want. I don't need you telling me what to do. And if you think about it, I was actually saving the hotel money by doing this. It's so easy to tell the customers that we ran out. What are they going to do? Complain? They take less of our food and I don't have to buy myself dinner. I see this as an absolute win. If you want customers to come back, you have to make sure they are kept happy. If you keep this up, word will spread and the hotel will get a bad reputation. People will stop coming. Things will get worse for the business if you continue to care more about yourself. Taking care of the customers is your job. Why do I have to care about the customers? There's nothing you can do now. We'll just have to wait for the end of the week to get the new supply in. A few unhappy customers isn't going to hurt the hotel. Things will be fine. You don't know how bad this looks. People are not going to like hearing we don't have half of our food in stock. I'll figure something out for the next few days. But please don't do this again. It causes more trouble than you think. Can you promise me that? I can't have you doing this again. Fine. I won't take food from the backroom fridges again. Just stop nagging me about this. I'm trying to relax here. For once in your life, can you take this job seriously? The things you're doing aren't only affecting you.
What are you complaining about this time? God, you're so annoying. You were definitely the kid at school that always ratted on your classmates when they didn't follow the rules.
Did you take all that food from the hotel? We have nothing left. Anything we order to the hotel, including all the food, is for the guests. You can't take it whenever you feel like it.
Excuse me? Are you in charge of the hotel now? I don't think so. You have no right to tell me what the rules are. You didn't make them.
No, I didn't. But my job is to enforce them. Jenny, do you realize how much money all that food was? But that's not even the bigger problem. The real problem is all the guests who paid for that food in advance aren't going to get it now.
So? Just give them a refund and tell them you're sorry.
Don't you see a problem with that, though? Now we're losing money 2 ways, by having to reorder all that food and taking a loss on the money we could have been earning from the guests.
I really don't see how it's any different than just buying it from the supermarket. My mom runs this place, right? So she gets the money from the hotel profits. If we don't get money from the guests, it's just the same as if I were to use that same money to go and buy food from the store. You think you're so smart, but actually you're just a snot-nosed know-it-all brat.
That's not how it works at all. Jenny, the hotel will seriously be at risk of having to go out of business if you keep doing this. You need to stop, especially if you want to keep your job. Why did you even take that much food anyway?
This super hot guy on Instagram said he was throwing a party. I told him I could bring a ton of food if he let me come, and he agreed. When I showed up with everything, I was the immediate star of the party. Everyone loved me.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it because that's the last time you'll ever be able to do that.
I don't take orders from you. If I want to do it again, then I will whenever I want.
No, you don't understand. It's not even about whether I want you to do it or not. I'm running the numbers and we're in the red. We're bleeding money, and at this rate, we won't stay open for much longer if we don't make some huge changes. The worst part is the losses are coming from things that are so easily avoidable. Pointless purchases, food loss, refunds from unsatisfied customers. This isn't even about a moral issue of if you should take food from the hotel. This is a seriously critical problem that needs to be fixed or we'll be going out of business very soon.
Shut up! You're such a little nerd. I'll keep on doing what I want and you can cry about the hotel budget all you want. If you're that worried, why not just change the numbers?
Change the numbers? What are you talking about?
Like, wherever there's a minus, just change it to a plus. It's really not that hard. Change the numbers to make it so we're not losing money. Actually, that's legit a genius idea. I should be running the place with great thoughts like that.
Jenny, that's not how it works! Changing the numbers would be pointless if there's no money.
So what it sounds like is you can't do it? I'll have a talk with my mom about this. We don't need people who can't do their job.
Seriously, Jenny, you are a huge problem. I've warned both you and your mom so much about the way this hotel is managed, and no real changes have been made. Don't say I didn't warn you when everything comes crashing down. I heard what you did to Jenny. How could you treat my daughter like that? I can't have you lecturing my daughter on how to do her job. She isn't an idiot, you know. Why are you acting like a brat? I'm trying to save this hotel. If that makes me a brat, I don't care. And yes, I let Jenny know what she did really affected things negatively. You obviously weren't going to tell her, so I had to. But did you have to be so mean to her? I heard that you were causing a big scene. I had to be assertive, otherwise she will keep doing the same thing. Do you know how much money we lost? I've tried telling her so many times this isn't her house and she can't just do whatever she wants. This time was no exception. But she wasn't listening to what I was telling her. I had to put my foot down. I told you about this yesterday too. If we eat the food in the back, we won't have enough for our customers. Are you giving her a pass because she's your daughter? Know your place, Rebecca. You think you can talk that way with my daughter? I didn't do anything but tell her the rules of the hotel. This had nothing to do with her and I not getting along. All I want is for our customers to be happy. Nothing more. I know you raised her and she's an important member of your family, but that doesn't mean she can get away with doing whatever she wants. She needs to take care of the customers too. She's not as helpless as you think she is. She can handle tending to the customers. As my employee, you don't get to speak ill of my family. I'm your boss, remember? You are my boss, but you have to care about your customers as much as I do. And Jenny is hurting our image. She isn't helping out much at all. Don't you dare lie to me! If she really did something wrong, then tell me, what did she do?
It's not just about the food. She's been rude to the customers, too. She's on her phone at the front desk, and when a customer comes up for help, she acts like they're a pain. She's been drinking on the shift, too, using the hotel's alcohol. And when she gets drunk, she's been hitting on the guests. It's getting out of control.
As the daughter of the boss, she gets to do whatever she wants. And so what if she was having a little bit of fun? I've had a few drinks on the job in the past. Why can't she? I'm sure you're making half of this up to make her look bad. You're jealous of her!
I'm not telling you this because I hate her. I'm telling you this for the sake of the hotel. She can't treat our customers like this. It isn't right. Rumors will start spreading if we let her get away with this behavior.
Rumors? Over one employee having a little bit of alcohol while on shift. You're nothing but an employee. I'm the brains behind this whole operation. Do you know what would happen if I wasn't around? The whole place would cease to exist. I can fire you at any time, too. Are you telling me that you're willing to lose your job over this?
I don't want to be fired. I'm working hard enough for things to work out. But I've been in the hotel business for a while now. I know how things should be running. I'm telling you all of this because I'm worried about the hotel.
If you're worried about the hotel, then keep your mouth shut. I hired you to work, not give me ideas.
This isn't your personal dictatorship. You should listen to what your employees are telling you. Jenny will only cause people to get upset if someone doesn't tell her to stop. I'm trying to help you.
Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to change. If you want to keep your job, you're going to stop talking and get back to work. If you want to be fired so badly, then keep talking. But you don't want that, do you? So shut up already, before I really get angry.
But this whole thing is crazy.
Is that a complaint? You're saying you're fine with being fired. If you think anyone besides me will hire you, you've got another thing coming. If I fired you, you'd never find another job. You might even end up on the street!
I can't believe this. I've been working my tail off for months, pouring my heart and soul into the hotel. And what do I get? I've been doing everything to exceed all expectations of me, to keep everyone happy. I've kept my mouth shut for too long, only for you to ignore me and my advice.
Oh, how sad for you. I'm going to shed a tear.
If this is how you're going to treat me after how much I tried for you, I'm going to have a meltdown.
Don't act like you're the only one stressed out. Jenny has it just as rough as you. In fact, I'd say she's more stressed than you. Being a new employee is tough on her. You should be looking out for her. That's your job.
I'll look out for her, but that doesn't mean I'll be giving her free rein. If she starts causing trouble again, I'm going to have to stop her. If you're fine with that, then we can start making some progress.
Oh, fine. If you'll just stop nagging me about this, I'll let you manage her within reason.
There's a lot she needs to work on. Not only did she start a few days ago, but she's always on her phone.
She's a social girl. I bet she gets a lot of messages from her friends. And you keep saying that she's bothering the guests, but I don't really buy it. What's there to hate about her? She's a cute girl. I bet our guests are thankful to have such a nice girl running the front.
It doesn't matter how cute she is when she treats the customers as a nuisance. I'd be angry if the staff acted like they didn't want me there. That's what she's been doing to the customers. It makes me worried that even you can't see the damage she could do if she doesn't get her act together.
If anyone should get their act together, it's you! It's her first week. You've been here for a year now. This conversation is going nowhere. I don't have time to listen to your complaining. I've gotten a headache just from having to listen to you. It was a mistake hiring you. If I knew you'd be this annoying, I'd never have hired you. I know it's late, but we need to talk. There's something I need to tell you. It's only right you hear this from me. I'm the one managing you, after all.
I was just about to go to bed. If we could, I'd prefer if we save this conversation for tomorrow. How important is it? If it's that significant, I'd be okay as long as it's quick.
It's significant, all right. It has to do with your terms of employment. I'm going to be making some staff changes. That is to say, I'm firing you, Rebecca. I want you to clear your locker and leave here forever. You won't even have to worry about coming into work tomorrow. Think of it as me giving you an extended weekend starting tomorrow. You're firing me? But on what grounds? What did I do to you to deserve this? You've done plenty. This entire week made me think. I realized how much I didn't need you. That's why I'm cutting you out of the hotel. This should have been a long time coming. Did you even find a replacement for me? How are you going to run the place without me? You'd at least need me to train the new staff. How will you run the place without me? The place basically runs itself. I don't remember ever needing you. And I do already have a replacement for you. Her name is Jenny. Jenny is going to take my place? She hasn't even been working at the hotel for more than a week. I've worked so hard just to keep things running smoothly, and you're going to break bad with me? And what about Jenny's husband? I thought Jenny wanted to be a housewife. Why did she even start working? She and her husband just couldn't get along. She had to cut ties with him. He was never good enough for her anyways. I only agreed to them getting married because I thought he could take care of her. But he couldn't even keep her happy. He deserved to get divorced. Jenny divorced her husband? She hasn't even been married to him for 6 months. Which is why it makes all the more sense for them to divorce. It's not like they had any children between them. Without a man to support her, she's going to need to be working. It only makes sense I'd hire her myself. Do you really think she can handle my job? She didn't even have experience besides working at a fast food joint in high school. She hardly has been doing anything this week besides watching the front. I've hardly taught her a thing. She won't be able to manage the place if she doesn't even know the basics. It's going to be a disaster if you let her take the reins. This is exactly the reason I'm firing you. You don't have any idea what your place is. This is me teaching you it. Are you trying to destroy your business? Or are you that oblivious to what a mistake you're making? She's dealt with customers before, and she has worked a week here now. If a brat like you can somehow manage to run the place, she could run it with her eyes closed. What my customers need is substance. Someone who they're happy to see. With what an ugly freak you are, I'm probably scaring all my potential guests off. A pretty face isn't going to help her when she has no idea what she's doing. There's so much she has to know that I haven't even taught her about. She isn't even good at the things I have taught her. You're going to destroy your business. You have to stop this. You're only saying this because I'm firing you. But I'm not going to fall for your lies. And you think you know more than me. I'm the owner of this hotel. I hired you in the first place. My only mistake was ever thinking hiring you was a good decision. My family has run this place for years, and I plan to carry on the tradition. I don't need you, and I never did. Not when I have the perfect daughter who could easily replace you. Then it's over then? This is the choice you're deciding to make. I guarantee things are going to go downhill fast without me managing things. You're going to regret this. Are you threatening me right now? I know you're upset, but now you're just being pathetic. If I wanted to keep you, I wouldn't fire you. But I don't need you. If that's the way it has to be, I'll leave. You'll never see me again. You'll get your wish. I should have quit a long time ago. Maybe I should be thanking you for this. Don't come running to me for sympathy when everything falls apart, though. I'm done helping you. If you get the picture, then shut up and stop messaging me. I wasn't meant to talk to you this long. But at least this will be the last time I ever have to. That makes all of this so much better. You're finally learning your place in the world. And to be the one who gets to teach you that is so delicious. With that being said, get all your stuff out of here by tomorrow. If I see anything of yours left behind, I'm throwing it away. That's fine with me. I don't want to see you ever again, Heather. I'll come through the back so you don't have to see me. The feelings of hatred are mutual. At least you're smart enough to do that for me. Rebecca! It's Heather. I need you to pick up the phone as soon as you can. It's an emergency. I need you to talk with me ASAP. What the heck could you want after all this time? I've already moved on with my life. I don't need to hear about your emergencies. You and I have nothing to talk about. All I need is a few minutes. You have to hear me out. Can you come back? The hotel hasn't been the same ever since you've been gone. Not only is this out of nowhere, you're asking me this after you fired me. You have some gall contacting me like this. What could have happened that you try calling me again? Profits have taken a nosedive these last few months. I've never seen the hotel do this badly. All the customers that have been coming in have been angry with me too. They're all leaving complaints. I can't even count how many negative reviews there are on the internet now. It's a disaster. If things keep going on like this, I don't know how I'm going to stay open. No, they haven't taken a nosedive. They've been horrible for months before this. So you're saying that the place has gone downhill and at this rate you're going out of business? That about sums things up. I've been trying to find new staff, but no one wants to work for me. Everyone has been quitting left and right these last few months. I can't keep up with this. But if I can have you back, I know I can turn this around. If anyone knew how to run the place, it was you. Even if you did have me back, I doubt I could change things with how bad it sounds. It seems bad, but if there's one person that can save the hotel, it's you. I didn't even realize until now all the things you were doing for the customers to keep them happy. From what I read on the internet, everyone was so appreciative of what you did for them. There are reviews mentioning your name. I'm flattered that people were that thankful to mention me in their reviews. But I've moved on now. I don't plan on ever coming back to work for you. I especially don't want to work for the person who didn't even thank me for all the extra work I was doing for them. If you didn't want this to happen, you should have treated me better. I can treat you better starting now. I'll pay you more and you'll get your say on how things should be run. You knew so much more about the business that I didn't realize. That's why I hired you in the first place. You had years of experience. I do have years of experience. And they'd be wasted working for your hotel. It was my dream to work in the customer service field where I could make a difference for the guests I serve. But staying with you was wasting my talents. I can't be at my best if my boss is keeping me down. I was worried about the customers as much as you were. That's why I was so mean to you. I didn't mean to treat you that way. I was just serious. You have to understand, if I knew that you were as serious as me about running the place, I would have treated you right. You can say that, but I worked for you for an entire year. You have plenty of time to know me. It's only now that I've gone that you understand who I really am. How's Jenny, by the way? I guess she couldn't run the place. She's only gotten worse with you gone. I can't even control her now. She drinks all shift and hardly helps me at all. I'd fire her, but I don't have enough staff as it is. I wanted to help you, Heather. I did. That's why I was working so hard for you. But you never listened. I gave you advice time and time again, and what did you say to me? You said that you were the boss and knew better than me. That's how it was until the day you fired me. Nothing but you ignoring my ideas day after day. I'm sorry about that. I realize you were right now. If you let me show you how sorry I am, you'll see that I'm serious. Can't we work this out? I need you, Rebecca. No thanks. You firing me was the best decision you ever made. I'm grateful you did that for me. But what about all of our customers? What about me? We worked together for over a year. You know we make a good team. This hotel can't work without the both of us working together. I know we can save things if we try. Our relationship was not a team like you said it is. I was your slave. I did nothing but listen to everything you told me. And you did the exact opposite. I warned you over and over again that the way the hotel was run was destructive and you wouldn't be able to maintain it. It was bound to be run in the ground eventually. I tried my best to save it, but no one listened. It felt like I was the only one who cared. But now you have the chance to come back and turn things around. I'm all ears. I'll listen to whatever advice you say. That's the problem. You have to be facing going out of business to listen to advice. You're a horrible business owner. Do you even remember any of the things I told you up until this point? Well, nothing off the top of my head at the moment. Exactly. You're just putting on an act right now, so I'll come in, make all the changes, and save the hotel. Knowing you, you'll go right back to running this place into the ground once I recover the profits. So no, Heather. I very much decline your offer to come back. I'm sorry to hear about the hotel, but this has been a long time coming. When it inevitably goes out of business, I hope you find a new owner that takes care of the place. Please come back! No. Goodbye, Heather. That's it. We're done. We just did the final report today and we'll have to close our doors. I'm not surprised. If only you listened to me all those times instead of making it seem like I had no idea what I was talking about. No need to rub salt in the wound. There's apparently already someone else that wants to come in and buy the hotel for pennies on the dollar. Everything I worked so hard for is now being taken away at a fraction of the cost. Let's be honest, you didn't work hard at all. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and maybe you did to get to the point of running the hotel. But you did nothing but harm once you were here. If I'm being honest, the only way that place stayed open as long as it did was because of me. If I weren't there, it would have been dead within months. But at least someone's coming to buy it. Do you know who it is? Some local investor. He said he knows the hotel and that he'll be coming by later today with his advisor to take a look. What am I going to do now? I'll never be able to find another job after running a hotel into the ground like this. All I've ever known is hospitality, and now I don't think I'll be able to get a job at any hotel. I'm sure you could, but it sure as hell won't be in management. Maybe you can get a position as a housekeeper? I can't do that! Going from owning and running a hotel to changing sheets! And what about Jenny? She'll be out of a job too. Yeah, she's totally screwed. She's the most incapable, self-entitled brat I've ever met. The only job she has skills for is pumping gas. And that is a generous estimation of her abilities. How rude! There's no need to kick us while we're down. Anyway, I have to go. The new owner will be here soon. I can't believe this! Did you know the whole time? Of course I did. I was the one who told him. I can't believe your father is the one buying this hotel! I didn't even know he was rich. Why would that be something you'd know? It's not like I go around telling everyone my dad has money. Unlike you and your little piglet daughter, my father and I try to stay as humble as possible. He made his wealth by flipping hotels and bars that were going out of business. He brings them back to life, then sells them for way more than what he bought them for. Why didn't you tell me that from the beginning? If he's so rich, he could have invested in the hotel before we went out of business. That would have been a horrible investment. It was a sinking ship with you at the helm. Investing money in it would have been a complete waste. And you are the advisor! I've never been so shocked in my life. Yep. Goes to show that I really did know what I was talking about all along, huh? Although, to be honest, that was my first time ever advising him like that. I've been working in the hotel industry for so long, so I know a thing or two. But since I worked at the hotel, it was a special circumstance. I bet this was your plan all along, wasn't it? You wanted the hotel to go out of business so your dad could buy it and make a profit. You were just a mole. That literally makes no sense. I was doing the exact opposite. I was giving you advice to keep the place open so you wouldn't go out of business. It's not like we needed to buy the hotel anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference if it stayed open or closes. The deciding factor was that I knew the place and all the guests knew me. Like you said, most of the reviews mentioned me because I tried to interact with them as much as possible. Especially when I was making up for the mistakes you and your stupid daughter were making. So now what? Your daddy is buying the place and you're gonna work there or something. Of course. I'm going to be the new manager. I know how to run a hotel now that you've given me great examples of how to not run it. Plus, I think it'll be great marketing to promote how you're gone and it's under new management. Now that you won't be here to sabotage everything, I think the hotel is really going to do well. The property is actually quite nice, and it's in a good location. Hey, I have a great idea! Why don't you let Jenny and I work there for you? We know the hotel too, and we can definitely find a way to be useful. Are you stupid? Did you not follow along with anything I just said? Your incompetence is literally the reason why we're in this situation. We finally got rid of you. Why would we bring you back? So unfortunately, no. I don't think I'll be offering either of you jobs. Anyway, I gotta go. There's a lot of work that needs to be done before our grand reopening. If you ask nicely, maybe I'll give you a discount on a room. After a few months, we were able to successfully reopen the hotel, and it was an incredible success. We put so much into marketing the fact the old management was no longer there. I put my face on all the flyers and advertisements to let people know I was the one in charge now. Within a few weeks, the hotel was almost totally filled up, and we even had some guests come back despite Heather ruining their experience. Meanwhile, I've heard through the grapevine that Jenny and Heather are now working at a motel as the reception and housekeeping. Pretty big fall from grace. If only they'd listen to me, their lives could have been very different. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.